Quick PSA before we get into it. If you find yourself traveling and need to stay at a Best Western, I recommend not. I highly recommend either a Motel 6, trunk your car, maybe a park bench. Well, welcome back to the show, boys and girls. As you can see, I'm still on travel here in the great state of Florida for work. Couple of quick channel updates. In case you didn't already see, I got the new high-res, high-definition leather panel wrap for my C5 doors re-uploaded, so go check that out. I got some C6 seatbelts at home waiting for me, so when I get home I'll have a fun video on putting those in to a C5, so you can put the aftermarket seats on the correct side with the correct lever, so that'll be coming down the pipeline hopefully next week or two. Alright, so today I got 6 fun, interesting Corvette stories from all around the globe, so I won't waste any more of your time, we'll get right into it. First story's kind of sad. Someone has, lack of a better word, neutered a Corvette by taking out the LS2 here and replaced it with a Honda K24 motor. Now, fairness to K24 is about 150 pounds lighter, so it won't be as nose heavy. I guess that's some silver lining. There's no word on exactly what kind of horsepower it's going to be doing, but it's going to be, looks like, what, twin turboed. So yeah, the sound of any K20 motor in a Corvette, it's going to raise eyebrows. I mean, any good S2000 still doesn't sound great. I'm all for one tinkering and farting around, so I'm not going to give them a hard time. I know a lot of you out there will be asking why, and yeah, I do too. But they're doing it. And this is out of Georgia, by the way, in case you're interested. So yeah, K24 swapped C6 Corvette. When they're done and there's video of it, I'll be more than happy to share it with you because I'm kind of interested as well. This next story is kind of an opinion piece, but also kind of very relevant. Just how much longer will the Chevy Corvette be gas powered? Now, GM Authority here has the C8 run estimated at about 7 model years. So that'll put us to 2026, which I don't think that's going to be the case because they're not even close to meeting demand and it's a formal variants to go. But they're guessing by the C9 the Corvette will be fully electric. In case you haven't been following GM, they're very heavy on the EV. Their new logo, GM, they made it look kind of like futuristic and all electric-y, artsy-fartsy. Even the Chevy logo now, they replaced the EV in the Chevy with a very progressive looking electric motor deal. In case you weren't familiar, by 2024 they're going to have electric Silverado, Equinox, Blazer, and some other Cadillacs going to be fully EV. And by 2025 they want 30 models EV around the globe. So it doesn't matter time before the Corvette is fully electric. In case you're not familiar, the E-Race coming out is going to be a hybrid. I never thought in my lifetime as a kid I'd see a hybrid Corvette, but here we are. And I did a video, over a year ago, even guesstimating that the C9 would be a fully electric car, no longer be a traditional mid-engine, would just be a motors. So who knows? Do I think it's going to be C9 full electric? Yes. Do I think it's going to be 2027? No. I would say 2030 if I had to guess. I think they're going to get 30 or 10 years out of the damn C8. Minimum. The very first Corvette Z06 will be going to auction soon. The 2023 will be going to the charity at Barrett-Jackson. In case you're not familiar, it's a charity where they auction off unique cars or first of their type of car, first model year, for a lot of freaking money. The people have a lot of money with disposable income, and it goes to a good cause. I think the C8 fetched something like $2 or $3 million. But yeah, if I had to guess, the Z06 might catch up to $5 million. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a few names out there floating around, like Rick Hendrick. I think Rick Hendrick brought the C8, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so this auction is going to be on the 29th of January in Scottsdale, Arizona. But if you don't feel like waiting and you have a lot of cash to do whatever you want with, this might be your chance to get the very first Z06. Alright, here's a conflicting story I did for my last Corvette news. My last Corvette news, Consumer Reports named the C8 one of the most reliable cars on the market today. However, a new report came out by Consumer Reports saying it's one of the best cars tested by them. So they rated the C8 at their 3rd best in road test scoring out of, I believe, 100. This came in 3rd place behind an Audi A8 and a BMW X5. And this is based off of 50 individual characteristics of the car. They were, however, only able to get 3.4 seconds 0 to 60 on their test C8. They noted the C8 had a tricky cabin, poor visibility out the rear and the side, and trunk and cargo space was given a 1 out of 5. But yes, again, just last month they rated it as the least reliable car on their test track or test circuit, whatever you call it. Whatever they do with the cars, it was the worst one they had. Follow up to the story about the tornado, in case you weren't familiar, they are going to go ahead and get rid of 120 C8 Corvettes that were damaged. Some of them very minimally, but if they got any kind of sprinkler water, or if they were outside, the roof fell off, any kind of damage, they're scrapping the whole entire Corvette. There'll be pictures here, of course. But yeah, 120 Corvettes, they're just going to crush them and I guess recycle whatever they can with them. But I do wonder, are they going to crush the entire car? I mean, the rims can be reused, the tires can be reused. Exactly at what point, I don't know. If someone knows out there exactly how much of these C8s are going to reuse, I mean, some parts they can, you know, the aluminum frame is not going to rust. I don't know, that's interesting. But regardless, if you're one of those 120 people that was your car out there in the field, that sucks. And I'm sure they've already made up by now. You know, they can make 150 of these things in a day. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, and where do they crush them? Right there at the plant, do they crush them? Do they send them somewhere? I don't know. I really don't know. Didn't say. But nonetheless, there's 120, you're going to get destroyed. All right, the last story is interesting. I saw the headline, and I got really excited. And then I realized it's not what I think it is. But the mid-engine Cadillac C120R with Corvette underpinnings confirmed for 2022 by an American tuner. So it's a third party making a Cadillac mid-engine deal out of a C8 Corvette. When I first read this, I got really excited. Like, holy crap, they're actually going to do it. Cadillac's not actually going to do it, but a third party is going to make it. Here's some renderings. It looks pretty cool. A tuner by the name of Competition Carbon will be taking some C8 Corvettes and turning them into mid-engine Cadillacs for whatever reason. And yeah, the car looks nothing like a C8 once they're done with it. It's kind of neat. You would have a very limited production thing. I mean, it would share a VIN number with the C8 Corvette. No word on if they're going to do it with the Z06 or just the Stingray. No real more info on that outside of the aesthetics. There's lots of speculation. It would be really cool to have one of these to show up at like Cars and Coffee, because no one would know what the hell it is. Trying to see if there's anything else noteworthy in the article. Yeah, so C120R is going to be its official name. They're saying a roadster variant, which, I mean, all of them are kind of roadsters because the top comes off regardless, and it says it might feature a V12. But I mean, from what? I don't know, maybe from a Lambo, which I think is made by BMW. Or is it Audi? I don't know. Some of those share the same V12s or V10s. Regardless, yeah, some third parties making a Cadillac out of C8. Alright gang, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed those fun, interesting 6 stories. I'm excited to get home later this week, make that seatbelt video for you guys, and I got some more parts for the C5 coming, like I always do. So I'll have more fun C5 content coming as we wait for my C8 to get here. Alright guys, go enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll catch you guys next time. Mark out.